Hello everyone, this is Tanika. I'm coming to you today doing as I promised to talk about this liver shrinking diet that I have to do 12 days prior to having my procedure done. I'm dead smack in the middle of it, and I will let you know how it's been going. I'll also show you some of my proteins that I'm doing. I'm going to talk to you about what exactly this liver shrinking diet is. There's a plan A and a plan B, so they give you two choices of which one fits better your lifestyle. One is a more convenient one if you're busy, and one you have to pretty much cook all of your meals. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now, Tanika went with the convenient one because I don't have time to cook a meal for breakfast, lunch, and for dinner. Even when you're meal prepping, even if you're just meal prepping for dinner, that takes a lot of time. And I thought the plan A was doable for me, which is also the hardest one to do. It's a harder and more restrictive eating than plan B, but I went with plan A. So I'm going to start out by telling y'all a little bit what this pre-op liver shrinking diet is. And if you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at my paperwork, because I just want to make sure that I'm getting the information correctly. I'm telling it to you correctly and not telling you any wrong information. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking here at my iPad because I have the information pulled up. So I just want to make sure that I'm giving you accurate information. So the liver shrinking diet is a special diet that you have to follow prior to your surgery. It has been effective in shrinking and firming the liver, and it says that this diet reduces the risk of potential bleeding and complications during your surgery. So that is why I have to do this diet, and anybody that choose one of these procedures, weight loss procedures, will most likely have to do it as well. It says that it's very important that you follow the instructions of the diet so that you will have an improved surgical outcome. And it says it's also very important that you mentally prepare yourself for the challenges ahead. They ain't never lied, because it is definitely challenges when you go from eating basically whatever you want, but trying, because in the beginning I was when I first started the process, they gave me the sugar busters diet, and that's the diet that you're supposed to follow up until your surgery to help you lose weight, because they say the more weight you lose prior to surgery, the better. So you have to mentally prepare, especially if you don't live in your house alone and other people are living in your house and they're eating food. They're bringing in their Zaxby's, their sub, their pizzas, and their ice cream and all this other food. You can't expect them to do this diet with you. So you have to have the willpower and the self-control to block all of that out and not let it bother you. I'll talk about some of them struggles I've been having. I've been doing good. I have not broken the diet. I have stuck with it, but I've been hungry, y'all, especially them first few days. But we'll talk more about that. So, it says you have to be mentally prepared, and you really do, because you can do it, but if you mentally are not there, yeah. So the liver shrinking diet is low in calories and carbohydrates. The average calorie range is between 1,200 to 1,600 calories per day, and the protein intake is between 70 to 120 grams a day. And the recommended carbohydrate intake is between 40 to 50 grams a day. 40 or 50 grams may sound like a lot, but when you are actually paying attention to the labels, you could drink a drink or eat one thing, and that can be all your carbs for today. So you have to really look, and when I was looking at the different things that I wanted to eat, I had to really look at the labels and try to add up these carbs and stuff in my head because I want to do everything right. I don't want to do anything that's going to cause any kind of complications with my procedure. And I'm just the type, I believe if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right. So I have really been trying to do right. So it said, which kind of foods are high in carbs? The highest in carbs are high in starch or sugar. So that includes anything that's made with flour, sugar, grains, foods with added sugar, starchy vegetables such as potatoes and corn. And it said most processed foods are high in carbs, and they are. So on this diet, all of that stuff I just named, you say bye-bye, because you won't be eating it. You won't. And that's a problem, because if I could control eating those things like normal or have the mental capacity, I wouldn't have to have this surgery. So it's a challenge not eating that stuff. It really is. So the purpose, once again, I'm going to emphasize that the purpose of the liver shrinking diet is to reduce the body fat around the stomach and liver, as well as to shrink the liver itself. So, and it reduces surgical risk by reducing fatty triglycerides from around the liver and spleen, and it reduces potential surgical bleeding and improve the recovery time. And it also increased the protein intake, and that will preserve your muscle tissue and aid in your recovery. So I did talk to my doctor about complications, and he told me that complications are very rare. He said the people that normally have complications are the ones that did not eat the foods that they were supposed to eat on this liver shrinking diet. They were eating things that they were not supposed to eat, and it causes complications. It's one of the biggest things that I know. I don't know all of the complications, but I know it can cause your stomach to have leakage. It's leaking into your body, and that can be fatal and very, very dangerous. So your girl ain't trying to go through none of that. So I'm just sucking it up right now, and I'm being hungry, and I'm dealing with it because I don't want to have any complications. So let's talk about the different plans. Plan A, which is the one that I am doing. It is the use of protein supplements such as protein powders, shakes, puddings, and have one low carb meal a day. So basically you will have a protein shake or protein pudding for breakfast and lunch, and one meal a day for dinner. It doesn't matter how you do it. You can have a protein shake for breakfast, eat your low carb meal for lunch, and then have a protein shake for dinner, or reverse it. You can do the shake for breakfast and lunch and then have your low protein meal for dinner. That's how I do it. So I have been doing a shake, a protein shake. I got the powder. And I have been doing it for breakfast and lunch, and then for dinner, I'll eat my low carb meal. Plan B is you choose regular foods that are low in carbs and higher in protein. So here are the advantages and disadvantages of the different plans. So plan A, the results is a greater overall weight loss, and it is very effective in shrinking the liver. And it does not require much cooking. And it, like it says, people with a busier lifestyle, they prefer this plan, but it's also the most challenging and the harder one to stick to. It limits you to one solid meal a day, and use protein supplements and for additional meals. So you tend to have strong cravings for carbohydrate-based foods. So with plan A, people have reported being fatigued and have a harder time concentrating within the first 5 days. And let me tell you, they were dead on it. I have been tired. I have been weak. The girlfriend been hungry. You hear me? I've been hungry. I've been feeling nauseated and sick to my stomach because I'm hungry and feeling like my body is going into this detox, and it's adjusting to the change in the eating that I'm doing. I have felt sick. For the first few days, I have felt like, let me see, how can I explain this? Like, my head's been cloudy. Like I got clouds or fuzz in my head, and I can't concentrate. I can't think. The little simplest things, it's like I'm struggling with it. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? That made me stupid. But I'm into, today is my 5th day. The fuzzy head is not as bad. I still get a little tired. I still am a little weak. I'm not doing any kind of exercising, any kind of anything doing this, because I'm just trying to preserve the little calories that I have. And it's hard enough to get through this. So, yeah, you're going to have some side effects when you just change your eating all of a sudden. The fatigue is real. The concentrating part is very real. It's very, very real. So, and like they say, if you're mentally prepared, you'll have a better chance of accomplishing this, because it's mental. You just got to tell yourself, look, this is what I got to do for this moment. This is for 12 days. If I can't survive this, am I gonna be able to survive and make the changes that I need to make after surgery? So I have found, tapped into Tanika's inner strength, and I have self-control, and I'm stronger than I thought. And also, this weekend I was out of town with my son and friends. And of course, I was the only one on the diet. And this trip was planned before I knew the date of my surgery. And it just happened to be when I had to start, after I had to start my diet. So they door dashing for breakfast, getting coffee, donuts, croissants, and biscuits, and all of this good food. They're eating wings, Mexican. I love myself some Mexican food, Chinese, just eating whatever. And I'm sitting there with a shake. I'm like, I did good. The food smelled good, but I was not tempted to eat any. The aromas, it opened up the senses, of course. But I did good. I just sat there with my shake. I talked to myself mentally. And they tried not to eat. They tried to go in another room where I wasn't, with all of their food and stuff. And then we were headed back home. And they stopped to eat breakfast at Waffle House. Let me tell you about your girl. I had drunk my shake before we left. I went inside in there with them in the Waffle House and sat there and talked with them. Chick didn't eat nothing. I didn't have anything to eat. I sat there with them, watched them eat and smell it. I didn't eat anything or drink anything. So for me, I'm going to pat myself on my shoulder because that was good. Now that was some self-control. And I was okay. I was hungry, but I was okay with not eating that stuff because I know that it would just set me back. It would make this journey that I'm trying to do more difficult. The food smelled good. The food looked good, but girlfriend didn't eat nothing. I sat there and I talked and I laughed with them, and they ate, and they was just kept apologizing. I'm so sorry, you can't eat this food. So I'm so sorry. I told them, no, y'all enjoy yourself. I want y'all to enjoy yourself. This is my journey. I'm doing this for me. So I was proud of myself. I was around all my favorites, and this girl right here, she loved her some wings. Some lemon pepper wings, some hot wings with her, some ranch dressing. And let's not even talk about that array of Krispy Kreme donuts they had. Oh my God. I would have been all up in them prior to this. I didn't even go in there and look at them. So, I'm gonna say it once again. I was proud of myself. I was. So, if I can do it, guess what? You can do it as well. So, that is the plan that I am doing. So, I will repeat that. I am doing a shake for breakfast. I'm doing a shake for lunch. And then I'll usually do 45 ounces of some type of protein like fish, chicken, steak or something. And then I'm doing a couple of vegetables, my vegetables with it. That's what I have been doing. So plan B, let's talk about plan B, and then I'm going to show y'all the shakes that I got and talk about where I got them from and the nutritional information with them and what I mix them with. But I'm going to go ahead and go over plan B and let you know what that is. So plan B, it results in moderate weight loss, and it's effective in doing what they want for the liver to shrink. And this plan, it says it's easier to stick to, and it has a more balanced nutrition and provides adequate fiber. It says, patients on this plan, they experience less withdrawal symptoms and less problems with focusing and fatigue. But plan B requires more meal planning, more shopping, and more cooking. And like I say, I really don't have a lot of time for that. The shakes are easy. So that plan seemed to have worked better for me, even though it was harder. I'm already seeing and can tell I have not got on the scale. And I'm going to explain this, and I'm going to try to get better with it. I hate the scale because through all of my weight loss journeys, this is why I hate it. You can be working your butt off, eating, thinking, oh, this is going to be a good week. Oh, I did my thing. You go get in there on that scale, and it shows no weight loss, that you stay the same or you gain. And you like, I was perfect this week. I did everything I was supposed to do. I exercised. I da-da-da-da-da-da. That's why I hate the scale, because it has been a #1 factor in me losing my motivation, because when I didn't work, I didn't restricted myself from eating, and I get on that scale and it don't show that I made no progress. That's upsetting. To me, that's discouraging. So that's why I hate the scale. But I try to go by how I'm feeling and how my clothes is fitting. But I know with this, I'm going to lose a lot of weight, and I kind of want to know exactly how many pounds I lost. So I'm going to break on down and probably get me a scale so I can start recording the weight loss. But that's kind of why I hate the scale. So that is the 2 plans that you will have to choose from if you decide to do one of these surgeries and you hear about the liver shrinking diet. That's what that is. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna show you all my shakes. I did get my shakes. I did look at Walmart and the grocery stores, but I wanted more of a variety, and I was trying to find ones that had more protein than theirs had. So I went to GNC, and I was talking to the girl that worked there, and she told me that most people come in there, they buy this. It really helps with the hunger and that they taste good, because that was one thing. I was like, I don't want anything that tastes nasty. If I got to drink this liquid meal, I at least want it to be something that tastes good or something that I can enjoy. So I bought 2 different kinds, so I wouldn't be drinking the same flavor 2 times every day. So I got cookies and cream, and I got milk chocolate. I'm gonna show it to you. This is it. It is the Lean Shake 25. GNC is the total lean. I hope y'all can see this good. So this is the cookies and cream one that I got. And this one is the milk chocolate one. And they both have 180 calories. They have 25 grams of protein. They have 8 grams of fiber and 23 grams of vitamins and minerals. On the nutritional information, I'm not really sure why, but it is on here. This one has it. I know one of them I was looking at in the store, it did not have the carbs on it, but these actually do. So the cookies and cream one has 19 grams of carbs, and the milk chocolate one has 18 grams of carbs. So I am not supposed to eat more than 50 a day. So I'm having basically 20 for breakfast, 20 for lunch, and then that 10 for dinner. And I also mix my shakes, because I asked her, do people use water? Do they use milk? What do they mix their shakes with? And she told me milk. So I went and looked at all the nutritional information of every, I think, brand of milk that was in Publix that day. So I ended up going with the the Silk almond milk, which is vanilla unsweetened. It only has 30 calories per cup, and it only has 1 carb in it. So I went with this almond. The Silk almond is unsweetened vanilla. And when I mix it with the shakes, they're very creamy. I use a cup and I just shake it real good, one with the top, because I can't stand to drink protein shakes and there's lumps of the powder in there. I don't like that. So I shake it up real good to make sure I get all the lumps out of it. And it's, with that milk, it's a thick, creamy, like you doing a milkshake. And it doesn't taste bad at all. It kind of leaves a protein aftertaste in your mouth. I kind of don't like that, but you know, it is what it is at this point. I'm 5 days in. I have a few days more to go, because I'm doing this for 12 days. And then the 2 days prior to my procedure, I will be doing liquids, they said. I'm not sure what those liquids are gonna consist of. I do have pre-op, and I'm going to update y'all on that when I go, what happened, and the things that they told me. And I'm sure I will get further instructions on what that liquid diet will be, because I'm coming into my last full week before surgery. This is my last full week, and I will be having surgery next week. So I am excited. And like I say, it is still very like, okay, this thing is really happening. It's happening because I've been going through the processes of getting everything done, it seems like, for a while now. I mean, it's been about 7 months. And it's like, now it is actually here. This thing is really about to happen. So my next video will probably be me updating you all on how pre-op went and the different things that I had to do for that, and updating you also on how it's still going with this liver shrinking diet. But right now I am still alive. I have survived. Every day was not easy. I was feeling weaker and sicker in the beginning, but I mean, it's getting better. But I'm going to make it through this thing. I'm going to do it. And I thank you all for your support. I thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video and all of my other ones. I'm going to say, like I say in all of them, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Please like this video. Feel free to share it with friends or family. Share my channel on your social media pages. Make your comments. Tell me if you like the video. Let me know if you have any questions. And like I said, I think it was in my first video, I'm not sure, the questions that you guys post, I will try to respond back to you guys when you make comments on my videos. But the questions that you ask, I will compile a list of them, and then I will do videos, Q&A videos, where I will answer those questions for you all. So stay tuned into my channel. And I thank you for your support. Once again, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and I hope you guys have a good day. See you later. Bye-bye.